Hi, and welcome to my collaboration with Kim's Creation for an open cup pour. I am doing a voiceover for this, and my video is set at 2 times the speed, so this doesn't take forever. So the colors are a black base and primary color of teal. So as you can see here, I put down my black base, and then I have an open cup, which is actually a yogurt cup. Surprise, surprise. If you know me, you know me. And here I am with Cobalt Teal as my base color. I am pouring it from up high because I want the color to sink down into the black. And then I have a lighter color of blue. These are all custom colors. And then this is kind of a blue-gray metallic kind of color. I do have white. I did mix a little bit of cloud mix in there, but as you'll see at the end, it really didn't make that much of a difference. Then I decided to use a piggy. I'll have to think about which one this is and let you know at the end Fairy Floss. And then I added another blue and some gold. And then this is Prussian blue. I mixed all my colors 50-50 of American Floetrol and Liquitex pouring medium. Now I'm just lifting my cup and just turning it as I kind of drag it across the black. I'm actually going to do this 3 times. I had something in my head that I wanted to do. Didn't exactly come out the way I planned, but I think the end result is pretty. So here I am pouring another little puddle of the black. I'm making sure that that cup is sitting right on the canvas, so it's touching the canvas. And I'm just going to go through all my colors again. So I had 2 colors of teal, Cobalt Teal, and I believe that was just a regular teal color. My canvas seemed a little bit uneasy. There's some Fairy Floss. That's a little piggy, this little piggy, and then my metallic blue. So my cup started to slide, but it was sliding not in the direction that I really wanted it to go. So I kind of shifted it a little bit. A little bit more gold. I know it looks like I'm doing it really fast, but it actually is sped up like 2 times. Now I'm going to turn the cup and just slide it again. Kind of in the same direction that I slid the other one, but I want to kind of wrap it around the bottom of that one a little bit. As you can see in that first one, I had some pretty cool cells that were happening. I didn't really get that in any of the other ones. 1 second, I'll move that container out of the way. And I'm pouring a little bit lower now. There we go, kind of come up with it. I start out low and I kind of lift it so it kind of shifts underneath. Fairy Floss, that's such a beautiful color. The white, I put just a tiny bit of cloud pour mix in there. Oh, and also I didn't tell you already, this was a 16 by 20 black canvas. And now I'm just turning it, having a good look at it to see if it's what I want. As you can see, I think my tacks underneath it were a little bit higher on one end because my paint was starting to spill over towards the camera. So I kind of wanted to put it in a direction that y'all can see. And now I'm going to torch it to get the bubbles out. Then I will start tilting it, and I do tilt it very slowly. I did mix my paints the night before, hoping that they would not have a lot of bubbles. I think I was checking my camera here. Now I'm just going to use some of that black paint around the edges just so that I don't lose everything and it has something easy to slide on as I'm tilting it. Just a little bit around the edges. So I'm doing this voiceover on Friday night after we've had a couple of days of traveling. So my voice sounds a little tired. It's because I am. Now we'll start the tilting. And the tilting has to be done slowly. I know it looks fast on here because I have this sped up 2 times, but it does need to be done kind of slowly, and I'm watching everything for the composition. I want to make sure I keep a lot of that teal since that was our main color, with the base being black. I think my Prussian blue took over a little bit there towards the middle, but it ended up being really pretty. Trying to get some of that black off the corner, and then I kind of bring the paint back towards the center so I can see where the weight of the paint is moving. So you can kind of see where it slides. I didn't like that big black line in the middle, so all I'm really trying to do here is to narrow that line a little bit and then get the teal to come off the corner. So I'm kind of going slowly. Now I want to bring it back so that I eliminate some of that black in the middle. Yeah. Bring it off the edge a little bit. And then I'm going to tilt it again just to narrow that black a little bit more. And I want to bring some of that teal down that's up at the top with the pink. It's facing the camera. You can see me kind of looking at it going, I need to bring that down a little bit. Overall, I think this really ended up being a beautiful piece. And the 2 shades of teal are really prominent, the cobalt teal and the little bit darker teal. They're very, very prominent in this piece. And that pink just adds that tiny little bit of contrast in there, as well as the Prussian blue and a little bit of that gold. Oh, this was funny. You can't really see it too good in here, but I saw a big chunk of something in there, so I had to get that off. For some reason, I can't find my tweezers. I'm in the what did I do with stage again. Every time I straighten up my studio space, I can't find anything. Anyone else? Does that ever happen to anyone else, or is it just me? So I'm just rechecking my composition a little bit. For some reason, I ended up with some purple there, and I just kind of like bringing that off the corner a little bit. I'm not quite sure where the purple came from. And I'm just bringing that black. I do like that black in the center, but I just want it to be a very narrow piece of it in the middle. Still trying to bring down a little bit more of that teal. At the end of this, I'll show you a couple of photos of the piece. And when we left for Maine yesterday, it was pretty much dry. And I did scoop up all of that paint that was on my table, and I strained it, and it went into my waste bucket that I use. Ooh, that is really pretty. Again, I'm just checking to make sure that I get the composition and the flow of that piece that I want. Open cup pours, they look easy, but they really are not as easy as they look, especially when you're actually looking to get something specific. And as you can see, those cells in that teal, the darker teal, really stretched out, but they ended up being some pretty lacing in there. I do love the colors. So I think that is just about it. All right, I'll show you the pieces. So here's a little video of the finished piece. I just love how that fairy floss mixed in there. It was so pretty, and that dark teal, almost turquoise, was gorgeous, and then the teal just mixed in with that white and some of the pink. So pretty. Cobalt teal is an opaque color, and then here's a photo of the finished. Thanks so much, Kim. I appreciate you inviting me.